So I'm just gonna do a quick video of basically my workout. I had some really awesome content from this week, but I'm still getting used to this whole recording with the cell phone and transferring files to a cloud network. So I had a big mishap. I had some great stuff too, man. The city of St. Paul, they got these awesome police officers that go around with horses, and they let me pet their horses, and they were being real friendly, real nice to me. I love my city. It's probably my favorite park. Funny, I just talked about how much I love my city, but I'm over here in Minneapolis, so I can't really eat a lot of the things I wish I could, like sweets, because of the Nordic in me. My ancestors didn't have accessibility to a lot of those sweet things. So when my body tastes it, it holds on to it. Because I was drinking a lot of juice, even if it's not from concentrate, it's still going to metabolize. She brought it up to me. But thing is, her body type is similar to mine, in that if she doesn't keep active, she's gonna get real chubby too. I'm just gonna talk about the woman in my life just a little bit more. I'm gonna use her as a reference to a lot of the beautiful women out there who got nice thick bodies, but if you don't do something with it, you'll lose it. And all those guys that were thirsty, that were hungry for you before, even if one of them picks you up, shit, he might just leave you. Especially the ones that already got girlfriends. Like, who in their fucking right mind would want to date somebody who already has a significant other? Unless it's an open relationship, which I said I was alright with, you know? Just as long as you ain't bringing home, like, fucking AIDS or some shit. Because one thing's for sure, I didn't know this until some old school open schoolers told me. They said, Dylan, being jealous, not an insecurity that you have. And that comes from people that have known me most of my life. So why wouldn't I be open to an open relationship? You know? As long as the communication's there. Because that's the key ingredient to any healthy relationship. It's communication and trust. If you don't have those, you don't really have a relationship. You just got someone that you fuck every once in a while. And what's that good for? So logic and relationships, they should go hand in hand. But the issue that I seem to come across frequently is that most of the women that I'm attracted to seem to slip on logic. And I'm starting to understand that that's a genetic trait, just like my body, right? Or their bodies too. You see, most of them are African American, black, whatever you want to call it. And I was talking to my friend, or I should say new friend, Anthony, at the bar last night, and I went to get a soda pop. And he's actually from the north side, right? He says he likes to come to my neighborhood because it's less stress, less drama. And he straight up said it. He said less black people. And he's a black guy. Just some real talk, you know? And I told him that most of my friends who are black, especially the male ones, like, when they start to slip on their logic and shit, it's like, well, is the art really worth it? Because guess what? I can do it all on my own. But for the women, right? The women in my life, I'll let that logic slip, right? Because I am willing to work on us. About the logic and genetics, I actually had a DNA test done recently, and come to find out, my great ancestors carry the warrior gene, and that gene is actually commonly found in Africa. It's rare that you'll really see it in Europe, but it's there. Remember what the technical definition or name to that genetic trait is, but I'll be leaving it in the description below so y'all can take a look at it. It's a characteristic that a lot of people don't like to talk about because scientists have been pinpointing its correlation with the large population of African Americans in prison. The river has been really high. Had a lot of water. See, for like the past month, people have been using rocks and this stump to get across the bridge because the water was so high. This is one of my favorite parks. It's because of the workout, the terrain, really challenges, but it's worth it.
Stay out of there.
What's up, man? You here again? Yeah, I ain't got one. See right here? This is proof that, you know, you gotta really work for things that you want in life in order to really enjoy what you have. Because this shit's beautiful. I had to run up a hill to get to it. I mean, I could have walked, but fuck that. Barely passed high school. But something in my mind ticks as to where I can teach myself how to program, right? How to data mine, how to construct virtual realities for people to enjoy life in. Myself through this obstacle course again. This time I won't cut. I don't know why I was doing that. That was stupid. People just say that I was faking it or some dumb shit. Let me tell you something though. Most of the shit that people say about me or think about me, I don't really care. Because at the end of the day, I go to bed and I wake up just the same as everyone else. So here we go. Park is real busy today. Makes sense, Sunday. A lot of people got it off. One thing I'm picking up on is there are a lot of really attractive women out with, well, guys that don't look like they would put up much of an effort. Right? You get where I'm going with that? So, here, let's talk about this real quick. The Downlow in Minnesota. See, why I'm surprised about so many beautiful women dating these dudes that are down here is I don't see it when we get a little bit older or when I gotten older. Most of my white friends, and I'm not trying to talk shit about my boys, right? But a lot of women just look over them. And you want to know why I think that is? I think it's because over the course of their sexual lives, they've come to the realization that most white guys aren't really that well endowed. So as they get older, like in their mid-20s, you know, I think they start fishing for other ethnicities, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Fuck, I love black women. So, again, down low in Minnesota, most of my black friends, they can pretty much get pussy whenever they want. Even the mixed race ones. But the black ones, the guys that really show it, you know, with like thick noses and natural muscular attributes, those guys pull. And I know why that is. Because most of those guys that had the muscular attributes, that muscle shows in other places too. A lot of those people want to scream Black Lives Matter in one hand, and then keep black men on the down low in the other. I've seen that shit firsthand. Just no one wants to admit it. Because it's sad. It's sad for our society. It's especially sad for the women that do it. And the men that have to deal with it. Because you know what? Those friends of mine, they deserve love too. The white and the black ones. I gotta wait till these stairs clear. Because this right here, this is the pinnacle of why I like coming up here. And I'm gonna touch base with one generalization that I made about guys with muscular bodies typically having, you know, muscular attributes elsewhere. I got one friend, I'm not gonna say his name, but his member is bigger than mine, and bigger than most of the black guys that I met, but he's pretty scrawny. He just don't like women. And he's a real stud too. If I were gay, I'd be all up in that. For real. This obstacle is really busy today, so I'm just gonna have to take it as it is. After this kid passes.
I'm doing the same thing.
Whatever, I did my best. With obstacles in the way. The down low in Minnesota is a lot different than the down low in the south. See the dudes down south? It's a homosexual term. Because that's the Bible Belt, man. But up here, I see the down low as being women usually keeping men on the down low. And I know about it because I've been a part of it adult life. Shit. Just the other week, a girl told me that I was never gonna meet her mom. And at the same time, she said that I don't care about her feelings, and I don't take her seriously. You know, whatever, all that jazz. I've heard it before. But this last time, I took it into my own hands to show that person how much I do care. And I taught myself how to dad of mine. That's all I did. For all those times that she left me alone, waiting for her leading me on with text messages. The whole time I wasn't just on my phone waiting for her. I was teaching myself how to collect information and how to make it give me what I wanted to. So now you know that this farmer body, this field nigga, he ain't that dumb, and he does care.